Hello, welcome to another part of Adobe Illustrator, which is a continuation of the previous part. The previous part, what we saw was the user interface, and we saw all the ribbons which is there, which is linked with the tool. So today we are going to see basically the menu bar and the toolbar. Okay. So the menu bar is situated in the top. This is called the main menu bar. So this menu bar will have things like file. When you click on file, you have the options for the file. And next you have edit. In the edit, you can just see the informations like cut, copy, paste, shortcuts of it, keyboard shortcuts, which is available here. Can you see paste in the back, paste in place, okay, and paste all on all artboard. And these are the options what they give in edit, or edit colors and everything. So let us not go in a hurry. We'll see one by one. So Adobe PDF presets, the perspective grid presets, color setting, and all these stuffs. And the very important one is, like, these are commonly used, like, undo, redo, cut, copy. Cut, you are cutting a particular object and you are copying it to another document, or you are pasting it in some other location. So when you cut, copy and paste, you will be pasting it in different. So we will be seeing in that separate chapter all these things. Okay. And paste in front, as I told you, you have layers. So in each document, you have, when you are going to put an object can be in the front, object can be in the back. For example, I'm creating an object like this. Okay. I'm giving it a color I'm giving it. So after giving the color, I'm just having another one, ellipse. This is having a different color. Okay. Now you can just see this object is in the front of this object. So if you want to change that, there is an option. So the same option is available there. So you go to edit, paste in the back, paste in the front. So I'm going to cut this object and I'm going to paste in the front of the object. See, previously it was in the back, now it's in the front. So just like that option. So that is a separate one. And paste on all artboard. All artboard means you have one artboard here. As in the previous class, I told you about the artboards. So suppose you are copying something and you want to paste it in all artboard, like around 10 artboard is there, and you want to paste it on all artboard, means then you can use this. You want to clear it off, you can clear it off. So like that you get. And the main object is, main menu is preference. The preference here, you can just see general, and you have the unit setup, grid setup, slice option, and all the stuff you get here. Okay. So all this, so slice option, plugin and scratch disk, user interface, performance, and other stuffs. Now when you go to object, in the object you can just see, when you select an object, it highlights, otherwise it will never highlight. Transform, move, rotate, reflect, scale, sphere, and all the things related to transform. Arrange, again I told you, bring front, bring forward, backward, send to back. Alignment is align to center, align to back, and all this stuff. So what is this aligning? See, for example, you select this, go to object transform, you want to move it. You want to move horizontally, how many inches you want to move, because it's in points. Now you need to change that to inches or centimeters. So how to move it? So where do you use a unit? So here you are going to go to edit, reference, and under that units, and under the units general. This was explained in the last class. So centimeter. So that's the main reason. Please follow up the previous classes and practice, so that it will be very easy. Otherwise, what is going to happen is again I need to explain the old stuff. We'll never reach the destination. Stroke, you can keep it at mm, and types you can just keep it at points. Okay, that's always better. Now centimeter you have put, and now you go to transform, move. It goes to centimeter, and you can just type how many centimeter horizontal, how many centimeter vertical. So horizontal it's 0, and vertical how many centimeters you want to move, 10 centimeters you want to move. Okay, direction is, distance is, okay, so click on OK. So it moves 10 centimeters. Okay, so you can just see it moves 10 centimeter, and what I do is I just go click on fit artboard. So this is another one menu. So these menus are very important. So objects transform, so you can scale it, rotate it, and other steps, all these stuffs are there. It comes under the menu bar. This is the object menu. Okay, so here grouping is there, lock the selection object. So why I'm showing you all this is you should know exactly where the location is. You should not just go search for where it is. Okay, for you to know exactly, because that doesn't come, when you start working on it, you need to keep working, automatically your hand will go there. Okay, so that is natural. And see, hide, suppose you want to hide the selection, you can hide the selection, all artwork above you can. So it's written in English, so it's understood, like, so all this stuff, expand, and I will be explaining to you exactly what is this expand and what is rasterization, create, and all. Only thing is you need to know exactly where all these things are. So you can memorize it and keep, like, important things. Path, okay, shapes, expand the shape patterns and other stuffs. Okay, all this clip mask and other thing, all these things comes under object. It is not necessary for you to write the notes and all. Just follow my tutorials. That's enough. For each thing, I'll just show you the combination of different tools to make an object. So how it is. So type itself shows that all the things are related, tools related to types. Font size, recent font, what all fonts are there. Okay, and more Adobe fonts, and all this is bullets, insert a special character, insert white space, insert break characters, show hidden characters, and all this stuff. Now go to select. You have all. You can select all means it will select all. Deselect means it will get deselected. Inverse means, like, you are selecting one object. For example, this object is there, and you have some other objects. Okay, see, the name itself is understood that select. I've selected only this, inverse. It will select all other objects. Now again select inverse. It will select this. So it's clearly understood, just like that. So same, the appearance and other things, and stroke and all these stuffs. And next comes effects. Here in effects you have a lot of effects are there under the pathfinder, and these are very, very useful for you to create so many projects. So my episode of Adobe Illustrator will cross around 40 to 50 parts. Okay, so we'll be seeing in detail. See, normally in YouTube and all, they cover Illustrator within around 10 parts or something like that. But here I am not doing that. I am doing elaborately, fully. Okay, so you can just select, you can just check my tags and you can just find out, you can search for it and you can use it. Rasterize, other things. In effect gallery is just like in Photoshop you have an effect gallery. So here you have artistic, giving different effects, okay, and all these things are there under the effects. Then the view exactly shows you exactly what your objects are displayed on the screen. You click on outline, it shows the outline. Why you have this outline is, suppose you have some object which does not have any fill color or stroke. See, for example, I have this object. This object I don't have any fill color, I don't have any stroke. Okay, I don't have any stroke. Now this object is here, but you are not able to see it. What you will do? You will try to work out, and for different things, like this object might be in the corner. You want to select this area, but JPEG what it does is it calculates that particular point also. There are something called span points and other things which will be there in the edge. You will not be knowing it. So you want only this part, but what we'll do is, see, for example, I have this object here, this object here, this object here, this object here. Okay. Okay, imagine I have this object somewhere here and I don't have a fill color, I don't have a stroke color. Now you can just see only this object is there, but this object is there. Two objects are hiding here. For that only you need to have this outline. So outline, when you click, you can just see this hidden object and this object. So that is the purpose of this. And fit hardboard, I told you control plus and control minus is for zoom in and zoom out. Fit hardboard in Windows, fit all in Windows. Okay, and all these things related to views. Show grid, we want to have a grid, you can show. So remember this main thing. View means it will show you everything related to view. Normal view, full screen. So this is the same thing what you have over here. I told you, here the three things, the three modes. Normal view, the same thing is appearing here also. Okay, this is a presentation mode, this is a screen mode, fit all to screen, all these things, it goes like this. Then Windows, this is very, very important. This Windows gives you the full utility. Like, suppose you're missing something and you want to reset it, you can just click on reset. Automatically all the toolbar will come to the factory reset mode. So that is reset. And next, this is a help mode. Help mode is nothing like Illustrator help is there. You can just go and find out the help online. Okay, and the links, layers, and other things, and the shortcuts for all the things are available here in the. And there is a small arrow which gives you the extension for all these things. Each thing, when you open a document, you can just see here, I have not given any name to this document, so it's shown as untitled by default. So when you open Illustrator, when you open first one, it will show untitled 1. Next one, when you open, it shows as untitled 2. And this represents the zoom area, how much it is zoomed. See, control plus and control minus. 100% is the exact zoom level. And next, you can just see the color mode. What is the color mode? As I showed you that on the document setup, here you have centimeters and millimeter, and you have preference. Under the preference, all the stuffs are there. So here on the file, you can just see here color mode. This is CMYK. So you can just, if you want to change to RGB, you can just change to RGB. Okay. Now once you change to RGB, it changes to RGB. So that is all about the main toolbar. Then next, you have this tools. Okay. So this tools As I told you before, you can customize the tool. Now we are going to see in detail of the tool, all the tools, okay, how to use the tools. Now the toolbar, you can just see, I'll just go to the preview mode. Now we can see the grid here, okay. So I'll just go to the view and just see show ruler is there, height grid. So previously I told you, whatever is there related to the view, you can just go and click over here and find out. It's very simple, like it's a normal English only, it's nothing complicated. So now when you go to this toolbar, the first thing what we are going to see is, let us go to the tools, okay. Here you have brushes and you go to toolbar and click on advanced one, so that all the tools are visible. Already in my tutorial it is there how to use this. So here you have selection tool to select an object, move it. You want, you can rotate it. You want, you can scale it, or you can just move it anywhere you want. Now next is you have the direct selection tool. To click on it and you can just move it down further, just move it, okay. So now this is regarding the direct selection tool. Group selection tool is to select the entire thing, group, full group you can just select, move it. So now next what you're going to do is, you're going to see, I'll delete off this, delete this, and this is called the magic wander tool. Magic wander tool, all of you would have heard of it in Photoshop. So I'll just create some shapes like this. Magic wander, this will select an object with the similar properties. Like for example, the colors, what I'll do is, I'll have this with a different color, this. So what I'll do is, I'll just go place it somewhere here, place it somewhere here, and I'll use a magic wander and click on this. What's happening? It's not selecting this, selecting only the similar colors, okay. When I click on this, it selects only the green, not this. So magic wander, the terminology is like, it selects a particular object with the similar properties. So that is the purpose of this magic wander, select with the similar appearance and the attribute. Okay. Now it's already very clearly mentioned here. See, can you see here? It's clearly mentioned. So you click on the laser tool. It's so easy. Like the tools are very easy, and you have the tutorial, like it shows exactly. So I'm just going to select only this part. So I'm going to select only this. So that is the purpose of this laser tool. And this one is a pen tool. Okay, the pen tool, as I told you, when you click on this, you have a tear off, keep it over here. This pen tool is very simple. You can just create something like this and lock it. The endpoint are locked. Now you can use the plus toolbar to add a point. All of you know that when you use an vector shape, because Illustrator is a vector based software, and I'm just moving it. These are the points which holds this particular shape. Now it is your duty to manipulate it or add it. You want to add a point or you want to remove a point. Suppose you want to remove this point, you can remove it. You can manipulate this point by using the convert curve. See, this tool is used to curve, like anchor point. You can adjust it. So click on this click on this tool and adjust it. The main thing is, like, when you're working on Illustrator, you need to practice this tool. Now the next tool is, so we have seen all these 4 tools. Now it's okay. Now we can close this. Now you have the freehand tool. Freehand tool, you can click on this. See, automatically it gets curved. And can you see a beautiful smooth curve you got? And here what you can do is you can just select on direct selection tool, and again you can use the handlebar to adjust it. You can adjust the shape. It's so flexible, you can just use the handlebar to adjust it. So that is for using the curve tool. Now the text tool, what we'll do is we'll see in the next chapter. That is, toolbar continues in the next chapter. Thank you.